Yeah, I honestly don't even know where to start as far as announcements go. This new video I got coming out, for anyone who doesn't know, is going to be out this month. We shot that just recently. It's a great photographer, Ty McNee. The track has been mastered, mixed, and fucking recorded and produced by Brian Lewis of Flight Studios. Bowser Entertainment, that's my homie, Baxwar Brian. And this guy's got some fucking great shit in the works that I want to fucking get on soon. Apparently, I'm going to be some like narrator type shit or something on this. He's got ideas for me.
Basically a story about a town that our entire country has pretty well forgot. And we're going to enlighten the world by entering what would be this town. Only in mind, obviously. You have to be completely off your motherfucking rocker to go there. But just imagine a place where you live in a house with a sand basement. That's everywhere out there. Sand floors. They got no cops. No cops. People fucking live there. There's no cops.
That's some ghetto shit. They don't have cups, bro. They don't have cups there.
Okay, so they gotta have cups.
Some motherfuckers gotta have some cups, but when it's rare, you see a lot. Like, what do you see used for cups more often? What do you see used for cups? Like 2-liter bottles cut open, like some Trailer Park Boys shit. What are we talking? People's skulls.
I guess in a way, people don't use cups; they use liquor bottles.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Now you
got
to
no
look for
policing
this track, right?
Because that fucking place was basically overrun by gangsters. It was all it basically they turned it all into projects, and then by turning it all into projects, they didn't have any medium. They didn't have anything in between. It was they just threw all of the worst that they could into one spot, and then they left the place.
So basically, it's lawlessness.
Pretty much. If you ever want to go somewhere that you can get away with practically anything, anywhere, go to North Preston. Look the place up.
Murder.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be hard to hide a dead body out there, man. You could just freaking dig a hole, man.
So I guess I should have started off this podcast with a warning that it's going to be corrupt as fuck. Not safe for work, not safe for children if you haven't already assessed this. There's your fair warning. It's never going to get any better than this.
If you're 16, maybe you're still a little bit confused. Turn around now.
So you got a hook for this track, right?
Yeah, I do have a hook for this track.
What do you got for verses? We're just gonna lay it all out for the people right now, unless you don't want them. Anything you don't want to put on blast right now, we don't put on blast. But I like working shit out fucking live. Why not? We don't get much of a chance to chill anymore right now anyway. Busy motherfuckers.
Well, basically, damn, you haven't even gotten into the chorus yet. We need both of us for it. Basically, so after every line, you got to jump in the background and shout out North Preston. But you got to do it in your typical you state.
Okay, so you were touring around with this idea when we first started, and you were like, something, North Preston, something, North Preston. We're going to throw some, like, fucking heavy, like, not reverb, but, like, some well, yeah, maybe reverb, just to fucking, like, even deepen the voice a little bit more, whatever, accentuate or exaggerate it. All right. And then we're going to shoot a video for this, right?
Oh, yeah. We already got the spot picked out. We found an abandoned farm field with an abandoned farmhouse. Full-on abandoned farm, abandoned mill. Yeah. There's across the highway from where we found this spot, we found a couple more abandoned buildings that match the scene. And the thing is when you go into these houses, what do they have? Sand floors. It fucking worked. So I don't know, man. Just every time I drive by that place, too, it just fucking sends chills up my spine. So I thought, hey, that's the fucking set. Like, I saw this shit, and the moment I drove by it, I was like, North Preston.
So it's coming together originally and organically as like pretty much everything we stick to does, which is like if it doesn't happen organically and originally, we just don't fuck with it. That's something that I've like the best things happen organically and originally. You can't force anything in life, I think. And the whole stem seed of that idea for me was actually a fucking ironic Facebook post that I loved. It was just love is like a fart. Don't force it. If you force it, it's probably going to be shit. No, it always gets a laugh. And it's true, right? It's just don't force anything in life. It's going to be shit if you force it. So it's like a fart, right? And I'm excited for this project, brother. I'm excited to get on that shit. I'm excited, like, when we shoot video, looking all dark, North Preston. It's going to have a very signature, it's going to be North Preston. We're going to bring that to life visually and with some hard bars and a beat. Do you have a beat yet? Did we find it? Yes, we did.
We do have a beat.
Yeah, we found a beat for this.
That's what I formed the hook on. I had to have the beat to form a hook. It just was not going to happen, man. I tried forming a hook to the shit, looking at those houses. I was driving by and shit, and I was like, nah.
Me and Bully were talking about this the other day. Bully Zone 613, shout out. It's so hard to like write a hook, especially without a beat, right? Like if you're trying to write a hook without a beat, it's a fucking pain in the ass. Like you can write a verse without a beat, and hopefully you're lucky enough to when you find a beat, it times up nice and it syncs up nice or whatever. Well, fucking hooks? No, man, that's just ridiculous. There's a few hooks that I've written without a beat, and that's just, it's some strenuous, stressful bullshit, and it usually doesn't work. So yeah. Once again, you're trying to force it.
Tweaking, really. You end up having to go back and change a lot of what you already worked on. It becomes a waste of time.
Exactly. So I noticed you got round one, but I didn't get round one. What's going on here? We're not going to show the people the rig and the shit. You're holding out on me, bro. So I guess we should give him an introduction too. He is kind of our little buddy. This is a quartz rig. Scalene?
It's a scalene kahuna. They were retailing for about $1,350. No, I didn't pay that. Fuck no.
Hustles.
That's been a beauty again.
So after North Preston, I'm really excited for this track I'm working on right now. I'm going to get this guy on there. I'm going to get my boy Ty Gloves on there. And I'm going to get Mocha Only. So for those of you who don't know, old school Swollen members, Battle Axe Warriors back in the fucking balance days. Mocha Only's been holding it down for like 20 years. He's still underground, but he is an underground king in mine and many people's opinion. Just a lyrical beast. Stacking me and shit, Ruckus. A lyrical beast, original as fuck, and Battle Axe fans. So we're going to do a track called Battle Axe Naval Brigade featuring Ruckus, Ty Gloves, and Mocha Only. And what I want to do is get a little animated video joint for this because obviously Mocha, he lives in Van City, right? We're out here in Ottawa. So like O-Town and Van City, we're across the whole country from each other. There's no way. Much appreciated, homie.
It's going to turn red.
Don't kill me on the podcast. This guy's trying to kill me on the podcast. You know, this is the point where like he could give me a regular size dab. Okay, he could give me like a regular size dab, but he's like, nah, we're not gonna do that today.
Oh, come on, you gotta experience the rosin to the fullest extent. I mean,
I could just get comfortably high, not like have PTSD flashbacks and nom and shit.
It's okay, don't worry. You're not going to be seeing anybody running over the hill with a fucking AK trying to shoot you, man. This stuff's not like that. This stuff's actually really clean. It's a sativa. You're actually going to feel really energized after this.
You don't understand, bro. Those PTSD flashbacks are real shit, eh? Like, I see Viet Cong coming out of the tunnels, bro. I see the Gia Ding in the trees firing at me, bro. I see all my GI buddies that I lost back in the day, bro. It's rough, bro.
Yeah, well, you know what I wound up seeing is all the Indians. And they ain't Indians, they natives. I dream that I'm on the opposite side and that they're fucking chasing me down. I mean, come on, can you imagine having a dream about an arrow going through your dome?
Speaking of that, though, Chris is down to be on the podcast.
Yes.
He might spank your ass for talking some shit like that.
Hey, I'm half native
Next week. I got some native blood too, but now.
Well, then there you go. See, Canadians, we all got a little bit.
Next week, we got a very special guest for you guys next week. Very special. Beyond from Art Norms, my homie. He's going to be there. He's going to be here in the lair. He's going to join us, me and fucking Ruckus here. He's going to be our first official guest. Respect Art Norms. Shout out Beyond.
Yeah, Beyond did the solid at the Merc show. That was actually pretty awesome.
Beyond held me down. He held me down, man.
See, that night he had a few of us that were going to, come up on stage and stand behind, help him rep baxwar while he was going. None of us got in by the time he got on stage. None of us.
Line was crazy.
That's when Beyond jumped in and fucking saved the day.
Yeah, that line was insane. Mercury's packed the fucking club when he was here a few weeks ago in Ottawa, and it was great to hit the stage, fucking opening for him. They kind of threw me under the bus. They were like, you're going on first, fucker. I didn't even know until I was like on the way to the club what, the set times were for the openers and shit. And so it was definitely an exciting show, but like, I'm told I got 5 minutes to be on stage. I got none of my homies around. I know I just checked them in the line and there's no way I can get them in early and shit. So I'm like, fuck, I guess I'm just gonna go up there solo and stomp the stage solo. Like I've never done that before, but I was ready to do that. And then my boy Beyond just comes running from out of nowhere, holds me down, does the intros, does the outros, hits some bars with me at the punchlines and shit. Gives me a chance to breathe between songs, which is huge for me because I've never had that before. And I always get kind of winded near the last couple verses. You can kind of hear me trying to catch my breath in between bars, and I don't like that. Turn that shit off right now, I swear to God. You will put that on 5 and you will keep that in your pocket. Because I know your wife's pregnant. You got to keep it on. You got to keep,
that's not the way.
You got to keep in contact with
that's
shit.
Mars.
I don't want to hear Reba. It'd be fucking 20 minutes. Like, I want to fucking...
Yes, you do.
Like
you love Speedy Gonzalez. Come on, everybody got a soft spot for fucking Speedy Gonzalez.
All right, so let's get these announcements out of the way before we start ranting and fucking, like verbally assaulting each other and all that kind of good shit, telling stories or whatever. Battle Axe Naval Brigade's going to have an animated video because there's no way... You turn that off, right?
Well, I can't do anything with it right now when it's still ringing on silent.
Catch yourself a punch to the throat, Ruckus. Worst co-host ever. So anyway.
Punch yourself in the throat.
By the way, this episode today is only going to be an hour to an hour and a half long. I'm still working things out with a distributor that goes to iTunes. As of tomorrow, we're going to have a verified, account. As of right now, we can only upload an hour and a half. Kind of getting robbed on that one. As far as the Facebook and Instagram Live, we were going to go longer on there for you guys, but at the same time, the battery percentage on the laptop being what it is, no dice. Got Instagram over here on my girl's phone. Huge thanks to Mel for all her support. This guy's finally back. So after North Preston, we're going to do Battle Axe Naval Brigade. Maybe Battle Axe Naval Brigade comes out first, but we're going to hit you guys with both of those videos around the same time because we're working on both of these tracks right now. It's all coming together around the same time. Hard to say which one's going to come first. After that, I don't even want to announce anything we got after that because that's getting kind of ahead of myself, and I want to keep a few tricks up the sleeve as I always do. Surprises, big announcements, they lose their impact if you know about something 4 months ahead of time. So I'll hit you guys with some new shit over the next couple episodes. We're going to have other artists on here like Beyond, like my boy Chris Duval. He's a tattoo artist. MCs, tattoo artists, graffiti artists, promoters, fucking even maybe my booking agent if I can get him in here if he's down. We'll get a lot of different people, all walks of life. There's going to be some great news about all sorts of different camps and artists on here, and I'm pretty excited.
Of life.
All walks of life, bro.
So eventually we're going to feature a crackhead. You did say all walks of life. I mean, I saw a couple of them up on Baseline asking me for change when I was on my way here while I was driving. I mean, we could just keep playing them up and be like, hey, we brought this bummy looking crackhead over to say hi to you guys. How's it going? Get them all dabbed out. Oh, you're not a crackhead anymore?
So my girl sees this one hobo, okay? This is like 2 or 3 months ago. She tells me, she gave him like $2 or something, all right? And then she's like, later I seen him, like later that day, and he had like a really nice pair of Vans on or something. Like they were really fresh, and there was some brand name like Vans or fucking Jordans or some shit. And I just thought of all the videos I've seen where like it's a hustle, and like they're actually doing all right, but they're out there just making bank and it's like profit on top of like they're good, Not saying everybody's doing that, but that motherfucker, I keep seeing him too and shit. And I told her about a week ago, next time he approaches your car and I'm with you, I'm just going to take one of my like iTunes digital download code cards for the Goon project, my IP. There you go, bud. Listen to that shit. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, crack it. But now, real talk, we're going to get Tizzy on here. We're going to get like, people on just like all different ends of the spectrum, man. Juggalo fam, baxwar, creep squad, all that good shit. Fucking, can you guys see the creep squad? Yeah, creep squad. Now that being said, fucking Tizzy is gonna be our third MC that we actually fucking put on here in the Creep Squad. He's writing with us right now. He's gonna be recording with us soon. He murder rap, horrorcore and murder rap, and like between like my old school hip hop. Like I grew up with guys like Pac and DMX, and then later on guys like Eminem and Lloyd Banks and shit, So I like that real shit, real recognizes real, hard body, street shit. That's what this guy comes from the whole rock background. I know you've got some rock influence in like background, right?
Yeah, it started out when I was in high school. I ran into a guitar at a really cheap in around with. And then, I don't know, it just kind of sailed from there. We started a little garage band. Before we knew it, we were doing school concerts. Then we were getting shows, and we were doing shows. But, shit collapses when you got to move all the way across your country, So that came the epic demise to that era of my life. But, goes to show it never ends. You just have to find another way to get yourself in.
That's it. And you've been like more kind of gravitated towards hip hop the last, 5-10 years it seems?
Yeah, well, that was exactly it, right? Like, moment I moved out here and everything, everything is so much fucking different here. Like, people think, oh, it's the same country, it's so normal, but it's not. It's really not. Because you go from out west in Van City to here, it is actually like, you'd think we'd be 4 years ahead of them. They're 4 years ahead of us. It's fucked. You get on public transit here. You get on a bus, you get this little piece of paper as your transfer. You get a fucking card that pops out of the machine there that has the fucking time in this band that you insert every time, and it pops up on a digital fucking screen how much time you have left.
That's pretty next level.
Skytrains. We're just getting a fucking LRT train.
Yeah.
Ours is going to go above and underground. This thing's like fucking 40, 50, 60 feet above ground, all concrete pillars and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I like what they did downtown, actually tunneling for that shit too. Right? They just destroyed downtown with that giant fucking sinkhole for fucking, I don't even know how long. I was working right across from that at the time in a fucking vape store. And I got to watch the guys who would just stand next to the hole and tell people, hole, watch out, hole. Best job ever.
There's a hole there, so I'm making $25 an hour to tell you this is here, so please not fucking step there.
But it's funny because I can kind of relate, bro. When I was about 13 or 14, I was hanging out with my Uncle Terry Heavy, and he taught me how to play guitar. And he actually loaned me his old fucking Ibanez guitar. Great fucking guitar. It was in beautiful shape. When he busted it out, he fucking blew the dust off it. He hadn't actually played the thing in must have been 5 years or something. But I'll never forget when he pulled it out and blew the dust off it. Literally, I watched him just play like he had never stopped for a fucking day, right? And it was amazing to me. And, it inspired me, and I had suddenly a newfound passion for music because I could play songs like Limp Bizkit, the one song they did for Mission Impossible 2. Now I know why you want to hate me. Now I know why you want to hate. I could play that shit on guitar, and that was dope to me, because I really looked up to West Borland, and I liked Limp Bizkit. It was that kind of new kind of rock, hip-hop shit going on. And long story short, my uncle got fucking murdered 3 years later, and that really kind of took a big toll on me. It drove a big kind of fucking stake right into the whole fucking core of my being, him being my best friend, idol, mentor, and all that shit. So that really shook me, and I just kind of, every time I picked up the guitar for the next few months, I would be overcome with murderous rage for this piece of shit Renfrew farmer that fucking murdered him, And I just stopped playing guitar after a long time. I still have that guitar, and, it brings me back good memories now. Do I play guitar anymore? No. My passion for music evolved. I changed over the years, and I gravitated towards more angry shit. I gravitated towards a lot of hip-hop, horrorcore, the hard body street shit. It was something that I could relate to and that I liked at the time. And so that's where my life brought me. And, so I can kind of relate on that aspect. Now, Tizzy... I know Tizzy's a straight-up juggalo, hardcore juggalo for life. He's got fucking straight-up Hatchet Man Inc. He's got some Strange Music Inc. He's got some Necro Inc. By the way, Necro and Mad Child coming to Ottawa, the Bourbon Room, October 6th. The Goon should be opening for that. I was told I should have a spot. I'm just waiting on confirmation for that right now. Hopeful as fuck. I'm excited. And yeah, besides that, we're going to keep bringing artists in. We've got a lot of other members now who are just different walks of life, different kind of artists, as I said earlier. Graffiti artists, fucking tattoo artists, fucking all sorts of people who do their thing and make art in their own way. Like Ruckus, he can make jellyfish with vapor and shit. That's kind of cool. That's another thing he does aside emceeing.
Yeah, I can't do it on video. Well, I can. I can on video, but I got to be followed around with a fucking cell phone or some shit. Can't do it on a still camera.
We used to do that back in the day, though. I remember when people would follow you around for like 2 or 3 minutes a night, depending on the rounds, and like take these really dope videos of you tricking with vapor, because like it's still a thing, but back in the day, like 2 or 3 years ago, the vapor community was really just blowing up. It was alive and it was growing and growing and growing. And there was competitions and meetings. That's actually where I met Ruckus here, was at vape competitions back in the day. I had just quit smoking, and so I'd go to these competitions because not only do you have people who do tricking, but you have people who like fucking just chuck big clouds. And if you chuck a big cloud and it's bigger than the next guy who entered the competition, by the end of the night you might win $50 or $100 worth of fucking free shit. And like
sometimes more.
Sometimes more. Fuck yeah, you could win like $5 or $1,000 worth of shit depending on where you're competing and who you're competing with, and etc. So like for me, it was already much cheaper than smoking, in my opinion, and I felt a lot healthier. And then if I could get my juice for free, fuck yeah, I'll take 2 hours out of my night to go and compete. And I got to meet some cool fucking people through the fucking process. So, you know, everything, I like to think everything happens for a reason. You meet everybody for a reason. This guy's like a fucking brother after the last 5, 6 years, whatever.
Fuck, that shit was fun though, man. It was fun. It got boring after a while though, because the only people that were actually like competition for myself, one moved away and the other one stopped doing it, and that just kind of left the game open to me.
And over time, you saw a lot less feeling of community and of belonging, and a lot more like greed and business. It became a very business-orientated thing where, like, you know, it's one thing to have a sponsor, too. You're getting some sponsors for your Instagram page or whatever. That's cool. You get some free juice out of it. But yeah, a lot of people who were just in it to win it. They were just in it to just, you know, sell this, get this from this guy, sell it to this guy, and all this other kind of shadiness that was like, it was stuff that people who were like to a point about that life could just see right away and be like, that's a hustle. That's a hustle, and I respect your hustle, but that's a fucking hustle, you know? And so that just kind of, that dominated the vape world pretty much, and the vape community to a point after a while. And then Revo closed down. Our favorite fucking place closed down. The favorite local vape shop, which was awesome, closed down. And that was just like the straw that broke the camel's back, really.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. They finally just took the stickers out of that window the other day. Like fucking almost 2 years later, they finally ripped the stickers out of the window.
I know, it was so depressing to like always walk by this place, and it had been closed for like 2 or 3 fucking years now, and then the fucking stickers still read Revolution Vape Emporium, you know, and it just brought back all these memories of like, man, I used to go there every Wednesday. What was it, like 8 o'clock? Wednesdays at 8? I think that's when the comp usually started. And yeah, tricking was crazy because yeah, fucking they would close the doors to the place, tell everyone, okay, don't move, don't like open any doors or anything. We want to keep the air flow controlled in here. And we would give each trigger, what was it, like a minute each or 2 minutes each?
Yeah, it was like a minute and 30 seconds or something like that.
It all depended on where you were, but we give them all like 1 or 2 minutes to fucking trick, and whoever judged, the fucking score at the end of the night, said this guy had more impressive round than this guy, and it was tallied up.
I think all the super serious ones were like a lot less. I think all the super serious ones were only like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, and I remember there was a lot of like 60 and 30 seconds, but sometimes it was longer. It was the same thing for cloud comps too. Sometimes it would be like 3 seconds exhale, 3 seconds inhale, and then
then you get to a serious one, it'd be 5.
5 seconds.
5.
And for me, that was beautiful because I'd be going there thinking okay, I haven't smoked in like fucking months. I feel great.
Wasn't my thing.
I'm doing bong hits like a champ. My lungs are strong. I know this, and I'd go there, chuck bigger clouds and guys like Dave sometimes, and respect to Dave if you're watching. But he's, like he makes me look like a skinny fucking little, motherfucker. Like I am a tall, skinny freak, but that guy makes me look even
Joyce
skinny.
Entered. Now there's someone who used to push a lot of motherfucking vapor. That's the thing.
He's Bax fam too. He used to work with someone back in the day.
Nice. Yeah, you have to look at it this way. So basically,
respect Jay.
Fucking the bigger the guy, the bigger the lungs. He's a big guy. He's got big lungs.
And see, that was one of those guys who like Dave. I felt really good to tuck a bigger cloud then, just gave me that extra little and no one saw that coming. It would always be kind of like a shocker to the crowd, right? So it was like the underdog shit too. This skinny motherfucker ain't gonna. Oh, it was always fun.
You got them lanky lungs. You got them tall lungs. Lanky lungs.
If you say so, boss. If you say so.
Meanwhile, I'm compact. I can only fit so much in there.
By the way, this podcast brought to you by Faygo. Juggalo juice, the Hatchet Man signature. I think we're gonna
Is it brought to us by Faygo? So what are they sponsored for this video?
Nah. I was gonna retail to them after, bro. We got a blast like that. I was just gonna run with it. Now people are gonna question and shit. I'm gonna hashtag Faygo and shit. I'm gonna email them. But no, on the real, they probably won't want anything to do with us.
No, probably not. You don't have face paint? No, fuck that.
I heard a voice recording once of it was a message that somebody had gotten back from a Faygo representative when they called asking about their association with the Insane Clown Posse. And the guy left a message on the person's machine like, okay, we're calling you back in regards to your question, blah, blah, blah. We are aware of the Insane Clown Posse, and we are aware that, they enjoy Faygo, but we choose to not have any direct affiliation with them. If you enjoy Faygo as a pop, that's great, but it is a family product. And he kind of ended on that punchline, like, it's a family product. He said it without saying it. We do not, we are not with them. We do not encourage that shit. We do not support or endorse it. It's great they love us, but that ain't on us. And so, yeah. I've heard conflicting stories, too. I mean, that voice recording sounded pretty fucking legit when I heard it. But I've heard people say that they are sponsored. I've heard people say that they actually manufacture this shit, like that. Like, does the Insane Clown Posse actually own Faygo as a company? Both, I don't fucking.
Yeah, I guess we can't believe everything you hear on the internet.
No, exactly. Or in person.
But still. It's just so odd, right?
We're gonna get a sponsorship from these guys a bitch.
Come on, Faygo. You guys know you just wanna hook us up here.
We'll show them enough love. I mean,
we will drink this shit every single episode.
When it comes to all the conflicting reports, personally, I think it's like they have to be sponsored. There's no way they're gonna bring like 400 fucking 2 liters out to a show and dump them out.
And they bought them all?
And I know it's okay. It's only like $4, but like still, you're gonna pay $4 every fucking show for that? No.
How much were they really making at a show back fucking 15 years ago, 20 years ago when they first fucking started? Not much, nothing. They were still dumping this shit out way back in the day.
A classic. So yeah, this podcast is gonna be about Faygo, music, music videos, anger, tattoos, patches, Creep Squad, Joker propaganda everywhere.
Tattoos.
I'm kind of worried Instagram can't hear us because they're kind of far away. Should we bring Instagram closer? I think, we should bring Instagram
Bring
closer.
Instagram
I got
closer.
I got this.
Not being fair.
Yeah, we gotta spread the love. We gotta keep it like all around here. We're gonna just.
By the way, Instagram, you're on an easel.
Instagram doesn't need to know what they're on. They don't need to know the full extent of what's going on here. We don't want to give them too much information. They might have thought that it was a cool camera, like coming down and being held by something all cool, like the Joe Rogan podcast or Alex Jones or something, And eventually we're gonna get there. Eventually we're gonna get all that kind of cool shit. We're going to get better cameras. We're going to get better microphones, real microphones. We're not just going to be yelling at two phones and a fucking laptop. We're going to move up in time. I got plans for this shit. We're going to get lighting
Yeah,
here.
Goon's
We're going to get all sorts of lighting in here. It's going to be dope.
Goon said he's buying.
I got hustles. People going to be donating shit. They just don't know it. I'm just going to start taxing people, like this guy's got a mic. Just gonna take it. This guy's got a camera. I'm just gonna take it. just borrow things. You got that shit pointed right at my face. You know that, right? That shit's like warming my fucking face right now. Like I feel like if I'm a little too close, it's gonna take my beard off.
Over there. Jeez, I turned the heat up a little.
All right, so real talk. Besides those announcements tonight, we got a lot of fucking great announcements coming up for you guys soon. Fucking dope.
Like the fact that Goon's about to sweat.
That's an announcement right there. Getting dabbed up is always an announcement. You got dabbed.
By the way, I switched it up on you. Be careful.
Dope. I trust you. You don't skip.
I have this weird hobby in torturing people with dabs. It's kind of fucked up, but in a way. Not really, because the person on the receiving end either loves you or hates you.
I love it. I love it.
Fuck, I had one guy, I hit him like a great big dab, like, fuck, I don't know, this long, like snake. Drops it in the bowl. Fucking halfway through, coughs out, splashes a bunch of water in my bucket, puts the fucking rig down, and runs out the door red.
So this guy comes over here this was about a month ago, tells me, all right, Goon, I got some new shit for you. This is called, what was it?
Distillate.
Okay. So distillate is apparently like 99% THC. It's some of the purest shit you could ever get.
It comes in a syringe, right? No needle, but a syringe. So at first I'm just like, he's like, really? So what is this? I'm like, come here, give me your arm. but then now
this guy is selling me some shit. And I trust this guy because he's put me on some new shit many a times when it comes to vaping, when it comes to extracts, edibles, all that kind of good shit. So I trust this man, and I don't ask him any questions. I'll try this new shit. Ruckus, sure, let's do it. Let's give me that new shit, Ruckus. This is gonna be fun. This motherfucker packs me up a big thing of distillate, which looks kind of hard because it's almost like a liquid. Anyway, hands me the rig, heats it up all really fucking nice. I hit it, and it's whistling. And I can tell it's whistling, and it's never made this sound before. It's never made this fucking sound before, and I'm like, why is it whistling? But I trust him, so I take the hit. And then I look, oh, it's dry. This motherfucker forgot to put water in it, and it fucking felt like my throat was on fire. So...
Here, let me take the water out of that for you.
Let me punch you in the throat.
Well, the dab's going to punch you in the throat, so you won't be able to punch me in the throat.
By the way, that's some tasty shit.
Yeah, that was
facts. You brought up weird hobbies.
Weird hobbies.
Yeah. It's a good topic, bro. What are the kind of weird hobbies you got?
Let's see.
What's your weirdest hobby when it comes to like roofing? Is there anything fun you like to do, motherfuckers, roofing? I used to roof with this guy back in the day, too. That's a whole other...
What, roofing?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We'll tell these fuckers
Pick
about
on the labor. Pick on the labor is the fun hobby on a roof. I guess that's why I don't have a laborer often.
I didn't mind laboring for you, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't really.
You can't really like. You say you can like pick on people and shit, you know, and like you like to think that you can break some balls really good, but really,
I break balls good.
Really, bro?
Yeah, really. Break your balls all the time.
You try. I'll give you that. You try.
Oh, I break your balls.
You get an A for effort. You get an A for effort.
I break your balls. You know I do.
You try.
You hate it when I call you and the first thing I say is fart knocker.
No, I don't hate it when it's the first thing you say. What I hate is trying to get off the fucking phone with you sometimes.
Oh, and I'm still talking shit.
And it's just that constant, ridiculous, like, all right, bro, I gotta go. You know what, Goon? You fucking this and that. All right, bro, I actually do have to go.
You're so full of shit.
Yeah, no, you don't have to go.
You called me while I was driving.
Blah, blah, blah. No, bro, I gotta go. I'm gonna hang up on you. You don't say peace out now. You know what, Goon? Click. That'll usually be it for me.
Yeah, Goon don't take pictures from me anymore either.
Yeah, no. This guy thought it was funny back in the day when he first met me to try to torture me with fucking pictures. And I swear to God, this guy would every day he would find a new picture of human shit to send me. I swear to God, human shit. Sometimes it wasn't real, I'm sure, but other times it's like I don't know.
One time it wasn't. One time it was ice cream or chocolate mousse or some shit, and it just looked like shit. So I sent it to you.
You know, looking back on it now, it's kind of funny. But the funniest part is after about 2 weeks of this shit, I'm just like, nah, okay, you know what? What clinched it for me was he sends me the picture of a man who... No. Let me do this one. No, I didn't get that one. You were already banned at that point. That's when I started telling you I wasn't accepting pictures anymore. The last picture this man ever sent me that I actually accepted, because I turned off picture messaging from this guy everywhere, messenger, text, all that good shit after this. The last one he ever sent me that was actually fucking delivered to me and accepted was a picture of a man holding his own shit. He had like a 9-inch log in his hand of his own shit that he'd pulled out of the toilet. At that point, I was done. I'm not accepting pictures from this man anymore. He's got the mind of a fucking 10-year-old when he's bored, and it's a bad scene.
I picked it up from Mars. What can I say, man? You just got affected in the ripple effect.
That shit just kept getting worse on me. It was like shit, the next day shit, Now it starts getting creative. Now there's shit like all over the toilet in the bathroom, okay? And then it starts getting like really messed up. Now dudes are holding their own shit.
No, the shit one started with Arthur.
Oh yeah, the Russian.
Yeah, the Russian. He was sending me that stuff, and I was forwarding half of it to you. Like the moment the washroom that just looked like a fucking shit Nami blew over, yeah, that was from him. And I was like, oh man, why is he sending this to me and not Goon? Forward.
Why did you fucking sending this shit to me though? Is what I'm fucking.
I thought you wanted to be part of the loop. We couldn't leave you out.
We lost Instagram. All right, it's okay. We lost Instagram. We're gonna get Instagram back. All right.
I mean, like we didn't want to leave you out, man. Come on.
I made it very clear, at least like 9 times, I didn't want to be part of that loop anymore. I made it very clear like 9, and then you guys wouldn't stop, and then now I just don't get to from you guys anymore. And at least once a week, or like once a month now.
One of these days, someone's gonna like fucking roll up on me, gun me down, and like send you a picture from my account. You won't even know what happened.
And whose fault will that be? Yours.
Yours for blocking my picture messaging. Come on, unblock it.
You and I both know the moment I unblock you, it's going to be pictures, blue waffles.
I'm over the shit pictures and the blue waffles. Okay? Now it's like different stuff.
Yeah.
What
the fuck's going on with Instagram, bro? Can you read that? No, it's okay. I got this. You're drinking blue.
It's saying
you're my boy, Blue.
You fucked up. Please restart. Once again.
Oh, you know what?
Assholes.
You know what's going on here? Fucking Apple Podcast listeners and nobody on Facebook right now, but maybe viewers in the future. So what happened right here was it was trying to upload the broken part of the video to our story on Instagram, or I guess I should say my story. That ain't helping nothing, so we're just gonna start this shit again, and Instagram motherfuckers will have 2 parts. That's how that's gonna work. Too bad for Instagram, I guess. We're gonna try to be professional about this shit. We're gonna try to be as professional as we fucking can down here in the lair. Which, by the way, this is the lair. This is where we do a lot of our, brainstorming,
scheming.
We got a lot of, really corrupt, shady shit down here. And no one knows what a lair is. So that's the best part about this, is no one really knows what a lair is. If you're a guest,
take over the world from here, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. But it's okay.
If you're a guest on the Creep Squad podcast, basically how it works is we message you like, yo, do you want to be a guest? And if you say yes, we say, okay, we'll be at your place next week. And we just kind of leave it at that. Now, usually that leaves someone in confusion, like, what, are you going to have the podcast here? I don't understand. Doesn't matter. We show up, we black van you, we throw a bag over your fucking head, we black van you, and we bring you down to the lair. No one knows where the fucking lair is, and no one's ever going to know. When you're done being a guest on the podcast, you're free to go, but we drive you around the block a few times, go down, fucking confuse the shit out of you, and then we kick you out of the fucking van. Doing like 15, we slow down to a steady 15 miles per hour. We're not assholes, we don't want people to know where the fucking lair is. We got Instagram, but we lost Facebook. Facebook's back. That's awesome. I know what's going on here. Bandwidth issues. My girl's probably playing video games.
You don't want to know what video games means in my household.
The fuck does that mean? That sounded really dark and cryptic.
We'll just leave it at that.
That sounded really dark and cryptic, brother. We'll just leave it at that, apparently.
We got 3 likes. Who liked us?
People.
Who?
See, what a lot of people don't realize here is, I'm like fucking, I should have glasses, okay? I should wear glasses, technically, and so that's why all these comments and people joining and leaving, I can't really see. I can't really read that from back here. But I want to say a huge, don't you blame that on I don't know, we just kept losing Instagram and Facebook Live, so I thought maybe it was TF2, my bad. Anyway, so simultaneously we got Instagram Live, Facebook, and we'll be uploading this to the Apple's podcast as of tomorrow. We're going to keep doing this every fucking week. Every week we will have a new guest. Maybe we'll have times if you're a simple caveman Neanderthal brain can actually handle.
Really? Can actually handle a 4-way conversation. Says the stuttering fucking skinny Rob Ford crack opposite marijuana be motherfucker. Like,
I'd be a way better mayor than Rob Ford. I can see where you kind of make that analogy as a skinny Rob Ford, but I'd be a better mayor. You gotta at least give me that.
Well, yeah, you're not smoking crack.
Not right now.
I said crack opposite. Fuck.
All right.
It's true though. Crack opposite, man. Crack opposite is something that's completely against crack. Just saying.
All right. Before we get too far sideways and off the deep end, what do you think about this fucking hurricane, bro? You think it's gonna wipe out Florida? You think it's over, bro? Apparently, the whole fucking city might be 10 feet under, or 8 feet. I heard 8 feet.
Look at it this way. Look what happened to Japan. Look what happened every other time a hurricane hit. They need to prepare for disaster. Bottom line, man.
Basically, right? Keeps cutting off the top of my fucking head. You're too short.
You're too lanky.
I can't get the balance right anymore. Instagram's fine. Instagram's fine over here.
I mean, with your, 29-year-old head, 12-year-old torso. I mean,
all right.
Maybe not so much. You got a tattoo.
So current events. We got the hurricane. What else we got? Yo, I heard fucking North Korea fired a fucking missile into fucking China's airspace the other day. You hear about that shit?
No.
That might just be the end of everything right there. That's pretty interesting.
No fucking way.
Although it's kind of funny to think about how like we've come close to nuclear war way more fucking times than they would like you to know over the last 20 years. And if you look into it, it's just kind of fucking scary.
Yeah. Shit's going down. There's going to be World War III at some point.
Yeah. End of days.
And then there'll be
Armageddon.
Us.
The final conflict.
Sent to go and peacekeep and help America clean up their mess. God bless America.
I heard someone talking the other day about how they were asking, like, do you guys remember when we stopped calling French fries and we were calling them like freedom fries and shit? And he was asking, like, why did we do that? And fucking the other dude on the podcast remembered, like, man, it was because they didn't fucking come along with us and fucking have our back during the fucking Iraq war and shit. And what was it? French fries were suddenly renamed fucking freedom fries. And what was the other thing? What was the other food item they fucking?
I don't know.
It was something else. Some other French food item they renamed because they were butthurt.
So they go and rename foods.
A lot of people were butthurt over that, bro. You ain't got our back. You're not riding with us. Get butthurt. Change the battery in his.
Well, why were we going to go help them in Iraq after we're already helping them in Afghanistan? What the fuck,
Well, for one, keep in mind we're talking about like fucking France, right? Not Canada.
Yeah, but why would they want to help them? Back then, the thing is that they had to have incentive to freaking help them, especially if it's France.
When they dropped the towers, right? Bro, Bush thought everyone is gonna have my back. When they dropped the towers, Bush was just, everyone's gonna rally behind us. They have to, right? Like, no one's gonna really like overthink it or look into it or have their own thoughts.
Right.
I don't want to get too heavy into conspiracy theories and shit on this podcast because I don't want it to take up and be a huge part of what we're doing here. But it's definitely going to be part of the stories and the ranting and all that good shit. And to make a long story short of fucking that topic, in my opinion anyway, I don't know about you, Ruckus, but fucking 9/11 was an inside job. That was a false flag attack.
Oh, fuck that. Dude,
it's just
you see ignitions go off all the way down the tower when you look close. Like, that's rigged.
What's amazing, if you want to talk about, like, watching the fucking Building 7, man. Building 7 fell straight fucking down, right into its own fucking... You could watch it on video, just floor, and, like, it comes down. And, yeah. They try to say that's because of the jet fuel underneath that fucking... like, it came through the towers and underneath and da-da-da. And, like, fuck, man. Like, and I can't say anything because I'm not a fucking engineer. I don't claim to be a fucking engineer. I don't claim to be an architect or anything, but I've listened to a lot of fucking engineers talk about this shit. I've looked into it as far as I fucking can, and it's just, false flag attacks have worked for too long. It's for hundreds of years now. It's worked, and it'll probably keep working for a while until we keep seeing more and more fucking social outrage and people actually doing something and not just, like the whole Occupy thing was. And respect to anyone who does any kind of fucking political activism, but Occupy just came off to me as a bunch of kids who would sit around and make like Christmas lists of what they want, and they didn't know how to fucking get it done. Making a list doesn't do shit. Making demands doesn't do shit. Unless you have some kind of leverage, unless you have some kind of platform, people behind you, it doesn't do shit. All those fuckers got was mace to the face. Remember pictures of cops like fucking basically walking up to like huge lines of kids sitting down at places and just macing them all?
Yeah,
they had those huge like dog to bounty hunter fucking guns, and they're just like
get
watering the kids.
Out of the park. You fucking had it with you.
I'm just gonna water the kids now.
Kent City out of here.
That was brutal. That was fucking brutal.
That sounds dry.
That is dry. I just dried it out. When you look at the Occupy movement compared to what happened in the fucking 70s, the contrast is so fucking undeniable and ridiculous that it's absurdity at its best. It's fucking absurdity at its best. Life is a theater for the absurd. The fact that, you know, what the people in power get away with is still fucking acceptable and they still get away with it. That alone is absurd. Fucking freedom fries are absurd.
Fucking freedom fries. Whatever the fuck the other food they renamed was.
Oh, for fuck's sake, speaking of absurd, have you seen what DTG is doing lately?
No.
Okay, before I get into this, do you know who fucking DTG is?
No.
Okay, I forget dude's like legit government or whatever, but I used to have him on my Facebook back in the day when like me and him were both kind of like just starting to do our thing or whatever, okay? And like one day he starts making these videos dressed up like the fucking general, Mad Child, okay? One of the fucking founders and fucking leaders and originators of our fucking group, Battle Axe Warriors. And he's dressing up like him, he's acting like him, just, you know, just mocking him and being a clown in general. So like, I got a little heated. I remember I sent him a text before I deleted him, which I probably shouldn't have. It's like social media bullshit, but this is like 10 years ago, okay? And like, I don't know, more like 5. But anyway, I text him, I'm like, man, no, that's fucked up, man. You're gonna like dress up like someone else where you used to rep the fucking squad, like he used to be baxwar back in the day. He used to fucking support, he used to rep. And he starts doing that shit. So it was just a simple like, this is why I don't fuck with you anymore. And I left it at that. Since then, he keeps doing his thing. He's building a little following, making these funny little videos that he scripts and, you know, comedy shit or whatever. But no, his latest shit though, bro. So you know who I'm talking about now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this guy, dude, he's got a fucking alter ego now that he's putting forward called Lil Windex. Lil Windex makes like hardcore trap mumble rap songs about cash and bitches and guns. And I'm gonna clean it up, and he's spraying Windex. And like, yo, you wanna call me a fucking skinny, fucking cracked out Rob Ford looking like this guy, bro, makes me look like fucking Prada West, though. This guy makes me look like fucking Prada West, bro. He's fucking beautiful. So I tortured myself, and I finally watched one of his fucking videos, okay? And like, what I find really shocking about this is like, as he's got a grill in and these new dreads that came out of nowhere and like all this like character that like he hasn't, like, that's not him. I've seen this dude doing this thing for like 5-7 years now. That's not him. That's a character, you know? But as he's doing this character, he's got Caspian, Nax, and Keep 6 guys like this in the background. And like, dude, he's got like legit, like straight looking like fucking goons who have like real fucking burners. Like they look like real ARs and shit, you know? And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening to Stomp Down at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because like he's got like the whole camp behind him right now. Even like Merc and dudes are like supporting fucking Lil Windex. I mean, like honestly, bro, just you gotta check it out. It's fucked up.
Interesting. Fucking interesting. I'm gonna check this out.
It honestly reminds me of when I found Stitches. And at first when I found Stitches, you know, because just who he is and what he does. I'm like, this guy can't be fucking real. This has to be a character, you know? This has to be a character. He's not Stitches all the time. Nobody can be fucking this guy all the time, you know? And follow the dude's Instagram. He's constant.
He's actually that guy.
He's actually about that
He's
shit.
actually that guy.
Like, that man is some next level shit. Now, Lil Windex, it's character, but like, it's interesting because I have that same kind of like, like the whole camp's behind him and shit, rocking like fucking real guns. What the fuck is this? So it's more like, it's like, what if Stitches came out repping like Funk Volume back in the day, and suddenly like, like Hop and all these guys were on some next shit, and you're just sitting there like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, no doubt. That's like two completely different people altogether. You got Hop, who's like against drugs, against drinking, against all that shit. And then you'd have Stitches, who's about fucking getting piss loaded and selling dope and rocking guns and fucking, oh man.
Doing blow on stage and shit. But now, real talk, much love to SDK, like that fucking whole camp's got my respect and shit. And like, as far as a hustle goes, because once again, I see the hustle in it. DTG has a hustle here that he's pushing forward with his character, and this character, it's working for him. Like he's gone from gaining exposure on a steady kind of like, okay, to just like boom, boom, boom. Now his numbers are going up and shit. So he's doing good on that front, and it's like it's entertaining at the very least. As far as like, it's at least entertaining for a character, and it is what it is. What he's doing is he's poking fun at like what hip hop's become. Mainstream hip hop with the mumble rap and the I'm gonna go into the fucking studio all out of it on lean and everything's slow mo to me, so I'm gonna sound like a fucking asshole while I record. He's poking fun at that whole, genre and that whole new style of hip hop, which I understand. But once again, like, I think it'd be kind of funnier if like, well, it's not that it's not. It's been done. Hop did it with fucking Hash Brown Boy. Daylight did it back in the day, twerking with my chop and shit. And so it's like, no, it's not to disrespect it or anything, but it's been done. And it's just, I'm over it already. After watching like 5 minutes of it, bro, I'm just like, that's enough of this. Now I know what this is all about. I'll go listen to some Evil. I'll go listen to some new Evil. That new Evil Ebenezer is actually really nice. For anyone who don't know, Evil's on his shit, still fucking doing his thing. Some of that new Snack's nice. I kind of like that new shit Snack's on.
Yeah, he's on something different. I don't know. He kind of just changed the way he's doing shit in general.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, that last one that he fucking dropped. That's just kind of, that's kind of personal.
Oh, is that the one, Ashes?
Yeah, the one he wrote about his dad.
Yeah.
That one's just, that one's on a real personal level, and like, you gotta kind of feel for the poor guy when his show goes and asks him to fucking perform that shit when he's still like getting over it. Like, he even tried.
And see, I wasn't in the club at that point in time, right? So you're telling me like he's choking up a bit.
Up a little bit because he's still getting through it, You say he's still mourning, and that shit at that point it hadn't even really been a month since it happened.
Yeah.
So he's still fucking, and he's still out there touring, and he's still out there doing his thing even through it.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of one of those things where like that, the guy fucking faced it, but he shouldn't have had to been put on the spot like that.
No, and I'm kind of surprised a fan even asked that, it's not something that I would expect to ever see in someone's live set, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's fucked up. It is what it is. People like that emotional shit now, like when Tech made the songs about his moms, people like that shit. It's Fear, yeah. And there was other ones too, like that one where he had just come back. It was like the first video to that album. It was like second or third last, and he's ranting, and then at the end of the track, and God, I don't even gotta ask you, what about my mama? And he's just screaming. So, like, that's the kind of shit, like, the reason people like that shit is, I think anyway, it's just real. Real recognizes real, and like that raw emotion, that that emotion that you can't fake, that kind of shit, that kind of deep emotional bond and love for a fucking loved one, a family member. That's something, like, even if you can't relate, it's gonna be moving, it's gonna be touching, it's gonna be, you know what I mean, fucking. It's gonna have some weight and gravity to it,
Mm-hmm.
That fucking fire. But no, that new shit he be on, where like he's talking about the one dude he used to fuck with, his boy that he used to fuck with. That new shit that he's on, I like that shit. He needs to kind of stay on that shit, in my opinion, because that's some good original fucking new snack. Where like. Personally, I was a huge fan of fucking Sex Machines, Fear of a Snack Planet. His early albums were the shit to me. And when he made White Dynamite, it wasn't that like anything wrong with it, but it had changed. And I didn't like it as much. And there were a few bangers on it, but I wasn't feeling White Dynamite half as much as his earlier shit. Yeah. And since then, it's been kind of just going on that same slope for me, where now it's like, okay, maybe this is some new shit that I can be on that I like and shit, And yeah.
And then lo and behold, listening to a few of his tracks, and it's all different. It's not like White Dynamite was. I find that he may have noticed it himself.
Probably. And he kind of lost control after the Australia tour and shit, but that's a whole other story. Speaking of allied camps, I want to say respect to Stomp Down. I want to say respect to Guerrilla War Chiefs. Any Battle Axe Warriors with us here tonight. Technicians got my love. Juggalo family, whoop whoop. Got much love for everyone under the hatchet. Let me think here. DMS, LCN, fucking all the allied families out there. Much respect, much love. And we're going to have some allied families on here soon. As I might have already said, next week we are going to have Beyond, who is a local fucking artist here, a fellow MC. He represents Art Norms. Art Norms is the group that, he puts on and he's representing. So he's going to come out here to talk about his group, talk about his music and his shit. Creep Squad, Art Norms, we support each other. We're basically like allied families now, I like to think. Much respect and love to Beyond and Art Norms. Fuck. So much going on. The division's doing fucking good. We got the Battle Axe Warriors, Ottawa, Ontario division doing good out here. We're going fucking strong. Quality over quantity. We got a good foundation built of officers right now. We got a couple new guys who are doing the association thing and hanging around at meetings, getting to know everyone and getting to earn their patches and shit now. And lots of new music, lots of new fucking allied families to be fucking talking to and dealing with and shit. And at this point, I'm fucking ranting. Ruckus, you got anything to say quickly before we're going to wrap this up soon? Because we are running out of battery and we're running out of time on this fucking first episode.
Well, I'd like to say thanks to everyone who did tune in for a little while to stick around and listen to us rant and announcements. I noticed some of the announcements went off. That's when the most of the people were in the room. So
that's beautiful.
At least everyone was catching the most important stuff.
That's it.
Thanks to everyone who's been tuning in part-time here on the interim. Whoever caught us just at the end, we're sorry. Tune in earlier next time. You'll catch us.
And speaking of that, I want to say I'm going to fucking post this to Facebook so people can actually watch this after. And in the process of doing so, I got to go grab this fucking cord. So you're going to hold me down for 2 minutes while I go find this cable. I'll be right back. Right back, motherfuckers.
No, he's going to take his sweet time. Hey, Goon, hurry up! Hurry the fuck up! Run, Goon! Run! He's slower than old people fuck.
Are you talking that shit, Ruckus?
Always.
Shit, man. Okay, we're going to unplug the hockey table.
Jeez, you said that like the air hockey table was like your best fucking friend or something. Like if you didn't have the air hockey table, you would not be happy in life. Hey, you're fucking with Instagram. Sorry, Instagram.
We're fucking with Facebook, Instagram, and iTunes right now, bro. Come on, you don't know we're doing this fucking simultaneously on 3 things. We're like tech priests down here, bro.
Here, I'll
Like
let Instagram see what's going on again.
Like fucking, like grand fucking tech priest right out of Warhammer 40,000.
Warhammer, is that game where you gotta paint those little action figures?
Dude, they're not fucking action figures, bro. How many times I gotta tell you this back in the day? They are not action figures. They are miniature war models, okay? They're 1/16 scale fucking wargaming models. And you know what? I still got love for Warhammer. Anybody who plays Warhammer 40K,
you can catch Goon painting a tiny action figure at midnight. Still the best day.
Fuck yeah. If anyone has some, models that they want to donate to Goon, because otherwise, nah, that game's too fucking expensive, bro. I put all my money into music and shit now. Like, a little bit I don't spend on music, it's, quality of life and shit, right? Fucking, so, that shit's just mad expensive. My old army's sitting in that fucking white storage box you see underneath that table over there.
Oh, the diamond storage box?
Yeah, I've got 3 fucking miniature armies in that box. One is mine, the other 2 are Rob and Pat's. Now, my army, bro, it's tiny as fuck. It's 2 squads of dudes, a commander, and a fucking 2 machine gun turrets, okay?
Did you sit there and paint them ever so slowly? Did you take your sweet
For one, they can't hear you. For one.
Why can't they hear me?
Because the mic's here. This mic's here. This mic's here. This mic's here. Okay?
Well, okay.
So you gotta at least be like a little. Bah.
He paints action figures.
Go.
Donate to Goon some
Stand
action figures.
Stand up here with me. Listen. So the miniature wargaming models that I would actually paint, they're like 1/16 scale, so they're tiny as fuck, But no, that fucking army that I have in that box, it cost me like fucking $5, man. I actually spent like $450 on that shit. And then, you gotta buy the paint, you gotta buy the little scalpels, right? I would buy the scalpels that you would get for cloning, the ones that people would use on like tomato plants, and fucking, so, yeah, the glue and all that shit, man, but it was a hobby. Before I had fucking Vape Life or Bax Fam, people to fucking hang out with, really. Most of my fucking friends about that life at that point had either gone to jail or died, or they were trying to fix up their life.
So you got about that nerd life.
Basically, I reverted back to that nerd life for a few years where I was playing Magic again hard.
I'll be staying, and no one's going to stick a gun to my head as long as I just stay here and play this game with these action figures with my friends. Okay?
Now that's a nerdy game that I got love for again, and that you can actually play on like a fucking budget. If you got like $15-20, you can go pick up a fucking deck of Magic cards that has a few booster packs in it and get playing with friends and family or fucking people at the hobby store. And man, I still play that fucking game. I play a game with my girl all the time. I don't give a fuck.
No game I play? My fucking Xbox, because that's what everyone else does.
Yo, I still be gaming too, though. I hit up some games on my PC still, and sometimes PS3, I be beating GTA 5 with my girl. I play TF2 all the time. I still run that TF2 clan like a boss.
GTA 5?
Anybody play TF2, get at me. Yeah, GTA 5's the shit. Yeah, that Tommy gun cracking.
Get a fucking Xbox One so we can play online.
Man, I'm not about that Xbox shit, though. The controller is like...
No, dude, they're nice and compact now.
Oh, is it tinier now? Is it slimmer now?
Smaller. They got smaller over the years, man. The 360 was smaller than the original, and now this one's even smaller, and it's actually fucking really nice, man.
Okay.
For a shooter or anything, it's so perfect.
So let me ask you an important question.
I don't like PlayStation. I bounce my thumbs off each other, and I fuck my shit up, and I lose, and I hate fucking losing.
Okay, I've got a question and a point to make at this point. Okay, hear me out. Did they fix the problem where instead of having the fucking 2 sticks, you've got the 1 stick here and the 1 stick like over here? Is that still a fucking thing? Is someone talking shit over there, Ruckus? Who's talking shit? You look concerned. I can't. Yeah, the comments are sideways, so unfortunately we can't really. We're not dealing with that right now. We're not trying to ignore you guys. We're just. Can you read it or not?
What, you can't?
Motherfucker, no.
Come on, stick your beak right up in there.
It's gonna be the shittiest podcast ever with your help, motherfucker.
No, it's not. Come on.
Okay, I can't. Yeah, no. I see Ferb's Herb though. Ferb's Herb, you motherfucker. What's going on, Mitch, bro? Respect, brother. I know you're not down with the clown, and I know you're not down with baxwar, but I know you be supporting Goon, and much love, Mitch. I hope you catch some big fish out there and shit. Still calling us shit, bro? Man.
Who's Doughboy? Justin Doughboy.
Nobody I know, bro, but he thinks we're shit.
Do you know your shit, dog? Not many do.
Okay. See, the way he's talking without like any kind of punctuation or like respect for the English language, I couldn't understand him. And personally,
Exactly.
I kind of don't give a fuck if he thinks I don't know shit, because I kind of know my shit, and I know my shit. And anybody whose opinions I respect knows I know my shit. So I don't know you. You're entitled to your opinion, buddy.
We live in a country of freedom of speech.
But much respect to Mitch, though. You've met Mitch, Phil, right?
Mitch?
Yeah. Big bearded druid motherfucker.
Of course I met Mitch. I know Mitch.
Good dude. I ain't seen him.
He is a good dude. Haven't seen him in a while.
Mitch, you gotta come out. Mitch, would you be down?
We miss hearing about your crazy adventures.
Speaking of that, would you be down to be our second guest? Okay, not next week, but the week after. You come here. I'm gonna change the day to Thursday by that time, so it'll be a Thursday, and you can be our fucking third guest. Or our second guest on the show. You can do it up. We'll get some crazy druid stories. We'll get some horticultural fucking knowledge. I probably butchered that word trying to pronounce it.
Horticultural?
Exactly, that thing. He'll give us knowledge on that. He'll have some crazy druid stories. We'll talk about like back in the day shit. It'll be great.
You know,
It'll be great.
hip-hop artist is supposed to be a walking dictionary. You're supposed to know how to pronounce that word.
Horticultural.
Horticultural.
See, I was just rusty, bro. I just ain't used it in a while.
Sounds so fucked up, bro.
Fuck off.
You ain't used it in a while. What, your voice box?
That fucking word, you know it. Don't be a clown, man. All right. So we're going to be wrapping up this episode right about now. We're running out of time on the fucking first recording. What we're going to do is we've already got this verified, and once it goes through tomorrow, we'll be able to record more at a time. We'll put on more like 2.5 hour episodes for you guys. Maybe even bang out like 3 hours at a time if we feel like.
More people.
Exactly. Like we can just kind of rant on, and it'll be available for download on iTunes podcast app as well as Facebook. And we'll just keep syncing it up to Instagram Live too, because fuck it, why not? We'll get some better lighting down here. We'll get some better fucking mics. We'll get some better fucking cameras. This guy says I don't know my shit, but I like to think I know my shit. So I'll keep ranting, telling stories, making fucking Creep Squad announcements. Also, Battle Axe Warriors, Ottawa Division announcements, and all that kind of good shit. Ruckus, once again, last chance before we're running out of time, because one of these like 3 things is going to cut us off soon. And basically it comes down to that. When that thing cuts us off, that's when we're going to stop.
That's when we pick it up and we smash it. Right?
Smash it. Smash it.
Give it the clamps.
Exactly. Put the clamps on.
The clamps on your iPhone.
Did they even make new Futurama anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't want to say I miss
Groening-
Futurama, but I'm not sure
I
if they
think Matt
even.
Groening stopped making Futurama.
No, that guy's old as fuck though now. That guy's got to be like 112 or some shit by now.
It's Matt Groening, dude. Matt Groening is forever, okay? What you don't understand is he's nocturnal, so he's gonna live longer. He only lives during the night, so he doesn't absorb the sunlight, which makes his skin age. So he doesn't age.
Bro, your logic is flawless. I can't argue with that, man. Fuck me, alright.
Nocturnal. He writes The Simpsons at night. I'm telling you, he definitely does. And he's a little bit twisted, I bet.
No, Matt Goring is one of those motherfuckers, okay, who, like, you gotta think, the Simpsons have predicted shit a bunch of times, right? And it's some heavy shit if you look into it.
That guy's pineal gland is open.
But the point is, he knows some shit, okay? That guy knows some shit. Now, how do you get to know some shit? You know some people, right? So he is pretty much guaranteed in some fucking Illuminati, skull and bones, Freemasonry. Oh, we just lost like everybody as I started ranting. That's beautiful. I love that, but that's okay. For people who watch the full thing, they're gonna no. That motherfucker has a machine hooked up to him, keeping his ass alive. That's a guarantee.
It's feeding him stories. It's kind of like what South Park said about Family Guy, how it's like a bunch of dolphins in a tank, and they're just pushing idea bubbles into.
Yeah, they go hard at each other though.
They
actually
fuck with each other. Same with Family Guy and Robot Chicken.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful because one of the guys who writes it is like a voice for.
Well, the voice for Chris is fucking Seth Green, and Seth Green is one of the producers of fucking Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
So they have this like so because he has his own show. Like sometimes live in the Family Guy show, Seth MacFarlane and Seth Green will have a fucking argument about shows.
Yeah. Usually during the Star Wars ones too. I've seen that shit a few times. It's fucking great. Okay, so we're not gonna fucking share that. We just wanna how do I just fuck off Instagram? How
do you fuck off? Easy, you just do. Fucking off is just like
what if I don't?
Offs are there, and you go and fuck them. Fucks are off.
Technical difficulties. Instagram is a douche. All right, we got 12 minutes left in this episode to rant about things. We got everything important out of the way. We're going to do one more round of some fucking extract because, dab life. We stay highly medicated here in Creep Squad. It's a highly medicated crew.
You have to, man. Back pains.
Your torch looks fucking insane from this camera angle. On Instagram, it just looks like some alien fucking, like some Doom gun or some shit. I like it.
Doom gun! Freeze, motherfucker! People probably think this is a taser or some shit. Look at this. Like, come on. Looks a bit like a fucking taser.
I miss my old lighter. This is really off topic and some fucking nonsensical bullshit. But I used to have a lighter. It was just a fucking silver Zippo. And when you opened it, it was a torch. So it was like a windproof lighter, But it also had a filament that when you fucking fired it and it was fucking ignited, the filament would turn the shit green. So your torch light was green. Or blue or red or whatever. Mine shit was green. I thought that was pretty dope because that was back. Keep in mind I was back in the late 90s and shit. But I ain't seen that since. I miss that lighter.
I like this torch. I really do. Saw this yesterday at the store and I had to spend $80 right then and there. I was like, fuck yeah, 3 flames? And it actually works, not like my last one. I mean,
shit works quick.
My last one doesn't work because I had to dissect it and put it back together. And over
no.
time, the clicker faded and it became garbage. But, I mean, it still works. But you have
Caveman trying to fix a torch.
Hey. Let's see you shingle a roof. Come on, Goon. Let's see you do it. I'm crafty. I'm good at stuff.
You know, maybe I can't shingle a roof, but anything you can't do, you just cock the shit out of. Black caulking, just pour it all over, and just fucking smear it good.
Black caulk.
And it won't leak. You'll be, if you're a roofer and you ever got any problems, okay, any hole in the roof, you got a hole in the roof, don't patch that shit, bro. Just get a few tubes of caulking, man. You're good. You're good. You don't have a flange? Make a flange out of caulking, bro. You're good.
No, that's only with an electrical pipe. Don't do that.
No, that's for everything. You got a chimney. You don't have a fucking
caulking roofing. We come and caulk your roof.
No, walk away roofing. Walk away roofing.
Mm-hmm.
So we do walk away roofing.
Oh, you're not going to pay walk away roofing? Come on, get her out of here.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
All right. We lost our hater. We lost our Instagram hater, unfortunately.
Fucked over.
Yo, I think I might actually know who that is, though. That's like old school HB fam. Me and my sister knew him back in the day. I ain't been knowing him for like fucking 10 years, though. If it's the guy I'm even thinking about, I don't fucking know.
That's the guy. That's the guy right there.
Bro, I have this problem now where because of like all my different like intersecting lifestyles, it's like I know too many people. Like I walk home from the fucking store today even. Like I fucking walk home today, bro, and like I run into these two people. I don't even know. But I kind of do. It's like I know I've talked to them before, but I don't know where. I don't know in what context. I don't know if I met them at a show. I don't know if I like used to deal with them back in the day when I was more corrupt. I don't know if they're like, I don't fucking know, right? If they don't, I don't know if
they walk up on you and they say that you stole their baby and sold it to a fucking slave labor shop, sweatshop somewhere in Vietnam, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh, you're those people.
Well, no, they were chill as fuck.
I changed. It's okay. I changed. I don't rob little babies anymore and sell them off to the black market. It's okay.
No, they were chill as fuck. And it's just like, I keep having that happen where I'll run into like 2 or 3 people at a time where I don't remember where I know them from. And that sounds horrible. I know this, but I just know too many fucking people at this point. If I don't deal with you on like a weekly or monthly basis or an everyday basis, it's hard, man. I recognize you. I know you're chill. I know I don't have any problem with you. So I'd
The worst is when you meet someone when you're drunk. So then they come up and they fucking think they know you, and they're like, "Oh, hey, it's you," and you're like, "Who the fuck are you?" "Oh, I met you at this party. Was I drunk? Was I drunk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were wasted. Don't know you.
Yeah.
Sorry. By the way, I'm Ruckus. Nice to meet
you. Yeah, and I don't get drunk often, but like, man, like often when I'm at the bar playing pool or hanging with the boys and shit, right, I'll have someone like, yo, yeah, I'm your friend on Facebook or whatever, so I'll have this like random motherfucker walk up to me and be like, Facebook or Insta, right? And it's like, fucking, okay, like, that's cool, but it fucking throws you off at first, right? When it's like a random just approaching you. Same thing as when you're drunk, I'm sure. Yeah. Man, I got drunk at the fucking Jedi Mind Trick show. Like, I haven't been drunk in, like, over a year, bro. And, like, I don't do that shit often anymore, and here's why.
I took you out and got you drunk.
Yeah. Yo, like, so many people were buying me mad shots that night, bro.
You didn't even have a choice.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? You can't, like, insult people and shit, man. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah, I know. That's why I try to warn people that I'm a designated driver a lot of times, and then they've already bought me a shot or something. I'm like, please don't get pulled over. Please don't get pulled over. Please don't get pulled over. Drink one, and I'm like, okay, I can't have any more.
Yeah.
Now I gotta wait 4 hours. Like,
no, see, there's a good tip for anybody who doesn't want to fucking insult someone in the future who's buying you a drink or a shot. You don't want to take that shit, and you don't want to insult dude at the same time. I'm a designated driver, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he catches you like walking home later, or like, you know, you're getting in your buddy's car or something, just be like, nah, you're fucked up. That was someone else. And just go with it, because by then he's had like 2 or 3 drinks. Okay, by then he's good. You're good. He's gonna get confused for a minute until your boy gas, or you just walk a little faster. And you're good. Ruckus, not good. Ruckus dying.
That shit was good.
Once again, really quickly, for everyone fucking joining us on Apple, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook. Y'all got my love and respect. We're going to fucking do this again next week. We're going to do it either Thursday or Friday. We're going to work that one out between me and Beyond and this guy. We're either going to do it Thursday or Friday, whatever is more kind of convenient for all 3 of us to get together and jam for a few hours. And then we're probably just going to move it to Thursday, because it'll be easier and not fuck with everyone's Friday plans.
It's not a matter of convenient. You're inconvenient sometimes.
Entertainment should be convenient.
Well, entertainment's convenient, but I'm talking to you. You can be inconvenient. Like you can't knock on this guy's door. You have to call. If you knock on the door, he could be out there for 5 minutes.
If you knock on my door, I probably have some loud music playing, and unless you text me or call me, you're basically fucked. That's just how it is. And so,
and for anyone that does not know where that door is, well, guess what? You
don't put my shit on blast. I swear to God.
You don't get to knock on that door.
Okay.
You get blindfolded.
Thought this motherfucker was gonna drop my address on fucking live, and I was about to just.
Okay, here it is. Everybody want to know where Goon lives now?
But nah, we're gonna talk in the lair.
Orleans Boulevard. It's Orleans Boulevard, I swear.
In the lair, we're gonna keep it outspoken as fuck. There's no censorship down here. We're gonna talk about whatever comes to mind, whatever is relevant at the time, current events. No censorship here. It's whatever comes up. I'm never gonna tell anyone who comes in here. By the way, we'll have Tizzy on soon. That'll be a good episode. We'll have Tizzy in here soon, fellow Creep Squad artist, and that'll be an entertaining as fuck episode. We're never going to censor anyone in here, is my point. And so there's always going to be original, organic fucking conversation, announcements, rants, stories, all that good shit. For everyone who made it for the first episode, once again, thanks. You got my love and respect. And we're going to end this on a good note here. Fucking, we got 1 minute left.
1 minute?
I want to say... What do I want to say, Ruckus? What do we do? How do we finish this episode, bro? We gotta do it grimy. I'm the self-proclaimed king of grimy town. We gotta keep it grimy.
Grimy, so... Okay, let's grab some weapons, man. Like let's make it grimy. Let's show the world that we're about to go and do some grimy shit. That's what we do when we end these videos, right? We go and do something grimy.
Nah, we're not going to waste any heads tonight, man.
Oh, I meant cop and faygo.
And we're going to waste some heads. We're going to keep on the DL. All right.
We do cop and faygo.
Live from the lair. Hope everybody enjoyed this. For those of you who stuck around, thank you. For those of you watching in the future, have a good night. Stay frosty, you motherfuckers. We out. Are we out, though? Are we out? We out.